honey, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback. Regular.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
180. You regular. You got time right there. Check 26. Check. Real.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the Browns first down.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They toss to Ingram. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, This is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
180. Ready? Switch. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Check it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
180. Let's go, D.
Mayfield off the play fake. He gets it complete to Harris. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Set. 180. King. I got you. 57 Mike. I got you.
Now Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Matt Judon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 45. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Mack Wilson able to run him down for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
180.
First down,
Mike 48.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
it got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 33-yard attempt. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Jackson now sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Situation, let's go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Now it's Ingram. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run for Nick Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
What?
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by Justin Ellis.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run with England here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that there's...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 31.
Throwing again. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Landry. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter, and an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run again on first down, Chubb, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They go with Chubb on second down, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Point it right. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
If you kill it, motion me out. Hey, Mike,
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back. Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
180. 36. And let's get this.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment.